If your legs are starting to feel heavier, weaker, or more sore than they used to, if standing for long stretches, walking the block, or climbing a few steps now feels like more effort, pay attention. What you think is normal aging might actually be driven, in part, by things you eat and the supplements you take every day. In this video, I'm going to pull back the curtain on hidden culprits that quietly sap leg strength after 60. You'll hear about everyday foods that cause inflammation and circulation problems, plus 2 vitamins that, when overused, can actually worsen muscle pain, stiffness, and mobility. By the end, you'll know what to stop, what to swap in, and how to protect the strength you need to stay independent. If this topic matters to you, stay until the end. The tips are practical, clear, and made for people who want to move better for years to come. Before we dive in, I want to know where you're watching from and how your legs feel today. Drop a comment below and ask anything you want. If this topic hits home, tap subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss straightforward, senior-focused health advice. If you're with me right now, type 1 in the comments. If this isn't for you, type 0. Your feedback helps shape future videos, and I really want to hear from you. Sweets and sugary desserts may taste comforting, but after 60 they can quietly become an enemy of leg health. Refined sugars trigger low-level, chronic inflammation that affects muscles and joints, making legs feel achy, stiff, and more prone to injury. High sugar intake also worsens insulin resistance, which robs muscle cells of steady energy. When muscles can't access fuel efficiently, they tire faster and lose tone, which shows up as weakness when you walk or climb. Excess sugar also encourages weight gain. Every extra pound increases the load on knees and ankles and accelerates wear in the joints. Added to that, sugary foods are poor sources of protein and minerals like magnesium and potassium, nutrients that help muscles contract properly and recover after activity. Over time, a dessert habit can contribute to muscle loss and decreased mobility. Try swapping sweets for naturally sweet options like fresh fruit sprinkled with cinnamon, or enjoy smaller portions of homemade treats made with less refined sugar and added protein. Those little changes protect circulation, reduce inflammation, and keep your legs working the way you want them to. Fried foods are addictive because they're flavorful and easy, but they are especially damaging later in life. Foods fried in hydrogenated or reused oils are rich in trans fats and inflammatory saturated fats that worsen systemic inflammation and stiffen blood vessels. Poor blood flow makes it harder for oxygen and nutrients to reach the leg muscles, slowing repair after activity and increasing fatigue. Fried staples like French fries, fried chicken, and many fast food options also tend to be high salt and calorie dense, which raises blood pressure and contributes to fluid retention. The result: heavier, more swollen legs, and a greater sense of tiredness during ordinary movement. Replace deep-fried choices with baked, grilled, or air-fried alternatives, and choose healthy oils like extra virgin olive oil in moderation. Those swaps reduce inflammation and protect circulation so your legs can recover and stay strong. White bread and other refined grain products are common staples, but after 60 they can undermine leg power. Refined flours lose fiber and many nutrients during processing, creating quick-digesting carbohydrates that spike blood sugar. Repeated spikes and rapid drops in blood sugar interfere with steady muscle fuel and can worsen insulin sensitivity. Over time, this metabolic roller coaster contributes to reduced muscle efficiency and increased fatigue. White bread also displaces more nourishing foods from your plate. When you rely on refined carbs, you may miss out on protein, fiber, magnesium, and other nutrients needed for muscle maintenance. Switch to whole grain breads, seeded loaves, or sprouted grain options that provide slower release energy and more minerals. Pair bread with protein-rich fillings like eggs, cottage cheese, or nut butter to stabilize blood sugar and support muscle function. Alcohol may feel relaxing, but with age the body handles alcohol less efficiently, and that affects muscles. Alcohol impairs the absorption of minerals such as magnesium and calcium, both essential for healthy muscle contraction, and interferes with vitamin D metabolism. It also dehydrates the body, increasing the risk of muscle cramps and stiffness. and slows the repair process after exercise. Regular use can raise inflammation markers and contribute to fatigue and a lower desire to stay active. Alcohol is calorie-dense, and weight gain around the abdomen changes posture and increases demand on the legs. Cutting back or avoiding alcohol altogether helps your muscles recover faster, improves hydration and sleep, and supports the nutrient balance necessary for strong legs. Processed meats, including bacon, ham, hot dogs, and many deli slices, are convenient but often come with a heavy price. These foods are usually high in sodium, preservatives, and saturated fats, which promote inflammation and can reduce circulation. Restricted blood flow means leg muscles receive less oxygen and fewer nutrients, slowing recovery and increasing feelings of heaviness and weakness. Preservatives and additives can also stress the liver and kidneys, organs that play a role in clearing metabolic byproducts and maintaining mineral balance. Over time, relying on processed meats instead of lean, whole protein sources can make it harder to maintain muscle mass and functional strength. Opt instead for grilled fish, roasted poultry, lentils, or eggs, simple protein swaps that support muscle synthesis and joint health. Instant noodles and many convenience pantry meals are designed for speed, not nutrition. They're commonly packed with salt, flavor enhancers, and little real protein or fiber. The high sodium content promotes fluid retention, making legs feel puffy and uncomfortable, while additives can drive low-level inflammation that affects joint mobility. Refined carbohydrates in these products also spike blood sugar and contribute to metabolic decline. Over time, relying on instant or ultra-processed meals can deprive muscles of the amino acids and micronutrients they need for maintenance and repair. Choose frozen meals made from whole ingredients. Keep quick-cooking whole grains and canned beans on hand, or prepare simple one-pan meals that preserve nutrients and minimize additives. Mass-produced cakes and sweet pastries are full of processed sugars, trans fats, and artificial ingredients that don't support muscle or vascular health. Trans fats, often present in packaged baked goods, raise bad cholesterol and impair blood flow, depriving leg muscles of oxygen and nutrients. Regular consumption encourages inflammation, weight gain, and metabolic shifts that hasten muscle loss. These foods are often void of the protein, calcium, and magnesium that help muscles and bones stay resilient. If you enjoy a treat, make it at home using whole grains, fresh fruit, and healthy oils, or choose smaller portions of higher quality desserts made with less processed ingredients. Treating yourself occasionally while prioritizing nutrient-rich meals prevents the slow slide toward fatigue and loss of muscle tone. Ultra-processed cheeses and cheese spreads may taste convenient, but their sodium and saturated fat content can cause swelling, poor circulation, and demineralization over time. Many of these products contain phosphate additives and preservatives that can interfere with mineral balance, affecting calcium and magnesium absorption, minerals essential for healthy muscle contractions. Ultra-processed cheeses also lack the full spectrum of amino acids found in less processed dairy or whole food protein sources, so they deliver calories without the muscle-building ingredients your body needs. Swap processed slices for small servings of ricotta, cottage cheese, or natural hard cheeses, and pair them with fiber-rich crackers or vegetables to balance sodium and help preserve leg strength. Factory-made ice cream is a favorite for many, but the combination of refined sugars and saturated fats can promote inflammation and blood flow problems that affect the legs. Frequent consumption of high-sugar, high-fat desserts leads to energy swings and makes muscle recovery slower. Artificial thickeners and colors may also contribute to digestive and inflammatory responses in some people. Choose smaller portions, higher cocoa dark chocolate-enriched frozen treats, or homemade frozen yogurt made from real fruit and Greek yogurt, which offers protein to help muscles recover after activity. Milk chocolate and many candy bars are crafted to be irresistible, but the milk, sugar, and added fats in these products deliver little in the way of muscle-supporting nutrition. Rapid sugar absorption causes insulin spikes that can temporarily deprive muscles of usable energy, while excess calories contribute to weight gain and greater load on the legs. If you crave chocolate, Reach for small portions of dark chocolate with higher cocoa content, which contains more antioxidants and can support circulation when enjoyed in moderation. Pairing a piece of dark chocolate with a handful of nuts adds protein and healthy fats that stabilize blood sugar and give your muscles more of what they need. Canned foods are undeniably convenient, but many varieties contain high levels of salt, preservatives, and additives that promote inflammation and fluid retention. Sodium causes tissues to hold more water, and when that happens, the lower legs can feel swollen and heavy. Some canned goods are also processed in ways that strip vitamins and minerals, so what you're eating provides calories but fewer nutrients needed by muscle tissue. Additionally, there is concern about trace metals from packaging accumulating over a lifetime with heavy reliance on canned products. Whenever possible, choose fresh or frozen vegetables, low-sodium canned options, and foods packed in glass rather than metal. Cooking with fresh ingredients reduces hidden sodium and additives and supports better circulation and muscle recovery. Packaged cookies and processed snack foods are designed to taste great and keep you coming back, but they're often loaded with artificial flavors, trans fats, and salt. These ingredients disturb inflammation levels, stress liver and kidney function, and reduce the availability of nutrients needed for muscle strength. They're calorie-dense and nutrient-poor, which is particularly harmful after 60 because older adults require higher quality protein and minerals to offset age-related muscle loss. Trans fats and high sodium content impair blood flow and promote the fluid retention and aching you might notice in your calves or ankles. Reach for minimally processed snacks, a small portion of mixed nuts, plain yogurt with fruit, or whole grain crackers with hummus to keep energy steady and reduce inflammation. Monosodium glutamate and flavor enhancers hide in many prepared soups, seasoning mixes, and frozen meals. While not everyone reacts to MSG, some people experience headaches, fatigue, or increased sensitivity when they consume large amounts, and older adults may notice a greater impact. In sensitive individuals, MSG and similar additives can contribute to muscle discomfort and a general sense of heaviness by promoting low-grade inflammation and affecting neurotransmitter balance. Reading labels and choosing simple, whole ingredient seasonings like fresh herbs, lemon, garlic, or pepper reduces reliance on artificial flavor enhancers and helps protect both nerve and muscle function over time. Excess vitamin is a surprising and often overlooked contributor to muscle and joint trouble when taken in large amounts. Vitamin A is essential for vision, immune function, and skin health, but it is fat-soluble and can accumulate in the body if you take high-dose supplements or combine multiple vitamin products. Chronic overconsumption can lead to a condition called hypervitaminosis A, which often shows up as muscle aches, general weakness, and joint pain, symptoms many people mistake for arthritis or normal aging. Too much vitamin A can also interfere with the absorption of magnesium and other minerals needed for muscle contraction and recovery. Foods like liver and high-dose vitamin A supplements are common sources, so check all of your supplements and talk with your clinician before taking additional high-dose products. When vitamin A is needed, most people can get adequate amounts from a balanced diet without high-dose supplements, and supervised, targeted therapy is the safest approach. Excess vitamin D might sound counterintuitive because we associate vitamin D with bone and muscle health, but too much can cause real harm. Vitamin D is fat-soluble and stores in body fat, and very high supplemental doses can raise blood calcium levels, a condition called hypercalcemia. Elevated calcium causes muscle stiffness, cramps, weakness, and sometimes coordination problems that can feel especially pronounced in the legs. People taking high-dose vitamin D without medical guidance risk soft tissue calcification, small deposits of calcium in muscles, tendons, or blood vessels, which reduces flexibility and can make movement painful. Kidney function can also be affected, which further disrupts mineral balance and worsens swelling or edema in the legs. The safe route is to measure levels with a blood test and follow a healthcare professional's recommendations, rather than assuming more is better. Appropriate dosing supports bone and muscle health. Excessive self-prescription can undermine mobility, Now that you know the foods and supplements that commonly contribute to leg weakness and discomfort, let's talk about practical swaps that strengthen your lower body and protect independence. Start by prioritizing whole, minimally processed foods. Lean proteins like fish and poultry, legumes, eggs, and modest portions of dairy that aren't ultra-processed. Choose colorful vegetables and fruits for antioxidants, whole grains for steady energy, and healthy fats such as olive oil, avocado, and nuts to support circulation. Limit high-sugar desserts, fried fast food, and packaged snacks. Read labels for sodium and hidden additives like MSG or hydrolyzed protein. When it comes to supplements, get baseline blood tests for vitamin D and other key markers. Tell your doctor about every pill you take and avoid high-dose fat-soluble vitamins unless prescribed. Simple lifestyle habits amplify the benefits of better nutrition. Keep moving. Regular, gentle resistance exercises and walking preserve muscle mass and improve circulation. Include balance work and leg strengthening moves like chair stands or wall squats to make daily tasks easier. Stay hydrated, sleep well, and manage alcohol. If swelling or pain is persistent, seek medical assessment to rule out circulation issues, medication side effects, or conditions that need targeted treatment. If you suspect supplements are contributing to your leg troubles, don't panic. Do a quick inventory of what you take and when. Are you using a high-dose vitamin product or megadoses of vitamin D without testing? Are you taking multiple multivitamins or fortified drinks that add up? Bring this list to your next appointment and ask your clinician for a targeted blood panel that includes vitamin D, calcium, kidney function, and a discussion about vitamin sources. Adjusting or stopping a problematic supplement often eases symptoms, but always do that under medical supervision. Small changes add up. Choosing whole grain bread over white, swapping fried meals for baked or grilled options a few times a week, cutting back on desserts, and prioritizing lean proteins at each meal will stabilize energy and provide the nutrients your leg muscles need. Reducing sodium and ultra-processed foods decreases swelling and improves how your joints feel. Monitoring supplement intake and getting lab-guided dosing protects your muscles from the paradox of too much of what should be helpful. If you found these points useful, take one immediate step today. Look at your supplement shelf and the nutrition facts on that dinner you'll eat tonight. Ask yourself whether each item supports muscle strength and circulation, and consider one swap: a whole food protein instead of processed meat, fresh fruit for dessert, or checking your vitamin D level before taking more. These are low-effort moves that have a high payoff for mobility. Thank you for watching. If you want more videos like this, subscribe to the channel for regular, senior-focused health guidance that respects your independence. Leave a comment below telling me which of these tips you'll try this week, or ask any question about foods or supplements you're unsure about. Type 1 if this video resonated with you, or 0 if it didn't. I read every comment, and I use your feedback to plan future content. Take care of your legs, move with confidence, and I'll see you in the next video.